Hey everyone, it's BlueLizardJello and welcome back to Blue Plays Horizon Zero Dawn. We accomplished quite a bit last time. We got to the Ancient Armory, we found a suit of armor that we desperately want, but we do have to collect 3 more power cells in order to unlock it. We actually met with Sona, the old war chief, who has been tracking down the killers, the ones who massacred everyone at the Proving. We met a bandit who actually wants us to meet him at a bandit camp. We saw a couple of brand new machines, including one known as a tall neck, which hopefully we will be investigating today. But for now, we are at the dig site. We just took out a number of the killers and some corrupted machines. I tried to kill a number of the Nora tribesmen as well, by the way. Sorry about that, guys. And now we have to investigate further so we continue to hunt down the rest of the killers. Now there are some supplies kind of scattered around the camp that I want to pick up because I did some more crafting off camera, refilled all of my ammo, made a couple of pouches a little bit bigger, including the modification pouch. And now let's turn on our focus and see what we have. So we can highlight a track here. Follow the trail. So this is actually a blaze trail that we're following. Alright. So I definitely want to complete this quest because if we can get Sona back as our war chief, I think the Nora tribe will be all the better for it. Oh, what is this?
Commanders, over the past month, accidental blaze explosions have killed 12 men. Here in the Ring of Metal, I've taken the precaution of placing our entire stockpile in a covered shelter, safe from stray sparks and lightning, and I've posted guards to control access. I urge you to take similar measures, or suffer the consequences. Supply Master Thran, out.
A blaze stockpile inside their base. Sabotage that, and we win.
Interesting. Alright, Sona. I did find out a little bit about our killers.
I found something. The rest of the killers are camped inside a ring of metal. Any idea what that means?
Damn them. The Ring of Metal lies in the ruins of Devil's Grief. That ground is taboo. I will return to the matriarchs, beg them to make an exception.
There's no time for that.
Blood spilled calls for blood spilled. If the ground is cursed, then let our vengeance sanctify it.
You blaspheme.
Please, War Chief, break the taboo.
Devil's Grief is a cursed place. But maybe Aloy's secret blessing can protect us. I'll send scouts ahead. Our force will assemble at the cliff above Red Echoes and launch our attack from there.
Sounds like a plan. See you there.
Perfect. And knowing that there is an entire stockpile of blaze there might make this fight just a little bit easier, or at least shift the odds a little bit more into our favor. Now before we go, I do just want to make sure there's nothing else for us to pick up, because I am running a little bit shy on some of the materials. Metal shards are actually becoming quite scarce at this point. But alright, so we're heading to Red Echoes. It's about 750 meters that way, but let's take a look at the map. How do we get there? Looks like we're probably going to have to go to... Ooh, is that a bandit camp? Looks like we're going to have to actually get back on the trail and start uncovering some of this map. So this is actually the bandit that we ran into, Nil, and here's his camp. So I'm guessing that's actually what that symbol represents, a bandit camp. So our objectives for today is to complete this quest, find out what's going on with the tall neck, see if we can actually climb on top, and then also I think we'll go to the trials, which were right here. That is the current goal for now. But do I still have my Strider mount? I do not. So hopefully I can find another one. And that's just the rock and health potions that I can't pick up. Hopefully we can find another one relatively soon and actually ride him to our objective instead of running. So I do have a skill point to use. Now I'm not going to actually... Oh, you know what? We gotta get this turkey. We're actually not going to use it just yet because I am saving up my skill points for some of the later ones. Since I did get the second level of concentration, I now want to focus more on some of these stealth attributes. I think that'll be incredibly beneficial, especially when we can start getting into some of the takedowns of the more elite enemies and not just these light ones like the Watchers and whatnot. Alright, so more resources down there. A lot of resources that I still, unfortunately, don't understand what they do. So any and all animals at this point I'm going to be killing. Doesn't mean I will be showing you them all, but... Wow. Boars are still very resilient. Alright, let's just get up close. There we go. Oh, boar skin. I think that's actually a new resource for me. It's getting a bit hazy. Actually, it looks pretty cool. I'm alright with that. Oh, and look at actually how the sun over there is burning off some of the fog, but over here in the thick trees, it's still pretty settled. I like it. That's a good effect. Oh, and look at that. Just from killing another boar, I actually got to level 10. So I did get an extra skill point, and you know what? That actually might be enough for, yeah, strike from above. This is something that I actually thought I had already unlocked, but now I'm proving myself wrong. But this is going to be good, because after this, we can actually choose from strike from below, which I think is going to be really good for infiltrating some of the human camps, but also strong strike. It'll give me 15% extra damage to silent strike, strike from above, strike from below, and leader strike. Granted, we don't have leader strike just yet, but I think that is next. That will just add to our stealth repertoire. Alright, so here we have grazers. Now, we've seen them before, but we actually haven't fought them, but I think I would like to try. So once again, those canisters on the back, those are blaze canisters, and the one thing I actually haven't tried yet is to fire a fire arrow at them, and according to the actual data bank on these, it should cause a pretty big explosion.
That wasn't a warning.
Or maybe you have to hit... Holy moly! That is huge! Oh my goodness! Okay, that didn't do a whole lot of damage when you actually just try to take them head on, but wow! Kind of a big deal, actually breaking off that blaze canister. Good to know. And you still do get some blaze. I think when you knock components off, you just get more of them. But you can still get some just by looting their corpses after they're dead. Well, very useful. Alright, looks like we have some watchers. Let's slide into stealth mode. And you are now mine. Even though we've gotten fairly close to our objective already. So one thing that I plan to be doing with some of these videos going forward is I've been showing you nearly everything that I've done, and some of it is getting a little bit repetitious, including doing some of the harvesting and really just traveling in general. Where's that campfire? I really should spend some time unlocking these. But at this point, I am going to start cutting out just some of the tedious work, some of the traveling and some of the resource collecting, simply because I don't want to have to show you every bit of footage and also try and provide, ooh, sawtooth, try and provide some meaningful conversation to go along with it. So I think I'll be able to actually get more accomplished per episode if, ooh, that's kind of cool over there, if I actually just kind of cut out some of the things you've seen multiple times before. So now, let's actually take a look at our notebook and read again about the sawtooth. So the sawtooth has just the body that's weak to fire, but it also has blaze canister, but it's underneath. So if we can actually get a shot underneath at the blaze canister, but let's see if we can actually get a beat. Ooh, okay. So let's... That's a tough shot. And I don't think I hit it. So let me kind of back off. Maybe get him to lose attention. I think if I get a good side shot, I'll be able to hit it. Oh, he's still interested, so tell you what. You go that way. Oh, you didn't. Did you get attracted by the rock? Alright, I can't see it just yet. Oh man, that's tough. Those are tough to hit. No. Turn just away. No. Uh-oh. Time to back off. Oh, my mount was actually attacking, so if you do override a creature, they will actually fight for you. There we go, got the blaze canister, excellent. Oh, that is so worth it. I'm glad I've been actually crafting, oh, my poor Strider. I'm glad I've been crafting bigger quivers because I do like having all these arrows at my disposal. There are so many ways for you to actually come into these battles. You can go super stealth-like, or you can just rush in and hope for the best, but you can also really try and get after their weak points, and I just think that's such a great way to do it. Come on. Show me that blaze canister.
Please tell me. This is it. I know I'm here now.
Alright, we are now approaching Red Echoes. We did just destroy a few sawtooth, some scrappers. Pretty good fight. I used the fire arrows, I used the rope caster, and it all went pretty well. Now, who is this already waiting here? I'm hoping you're actually part of the Nora. You look like you are. Let's see. You are just a young Nora hunter.
So many dead. But at least you survived, Seeker. Devil's grief. Foreboding sight, huh?
Don't you ever wonder what it used to look like? Back when the old ones lived here.
You're not like other Nora.
That's what they tell me.
War Chief? Our scouts found enemy camps in the ruins, guarding the approach to the Ring of Metal.
Then we should hit those camps first. Make sure they stay quiet.
Agreed. Wipe out the camps, and our enemies in the Ring of Metal won't see us coming.
I'll take out the alarms.
We'll send Braves to each camp to lie in wait. Which you start, they'll help finish.
So we have a few camps to take out before we actually enter the city, which that's absolutely what this used to be. Look at just the skeletons of the large skyscrapers that once stood there. Who knows how long ago? You know, I keep hearing the number 1,000, or at least that's what I've read.
It is time. Time to fight. Time
Let's listen to
kill.
Sona's speech.
Maybe time to die. We will regroup there, at the base of the tallest tower. Then, to the Ring of Metal and vengeance. Today, we break taboo to honor our dead and punish our enemies. Blood spilled for blood spilled. May All Mother forgive our trespass, and if not, may she lay her wrath solely upon me. Now, to battle.
Well, all right. So as I was saying, 1,000 years seems to be the number that I've read about. What's really interesting to me is that, what in the heck? Oh, a fire back. We actually saw that we were entering into their territory. Very interesting. So you know what? Let's actually, I know I'm getting off topic again, but I want to read about that enemy. So the body is weak to freeze. We have nothing that does freeze. They have a blaze container, but it is kind of hidden just like the sawtooth. The cargo sack is weak to well, everything. Destroying this component disables the ranged elemental attack and triggers an elemental explosion. That's pretty good. And then the gullet, also weak to everything, and would also create a large explosion when it explodes. That's pretty cool. Maybe we want to go fight that. But what I'm curious about is, if it's been 1,000 years, yes, 1,000 years is a long time, but
It looks like that machine carries fluid in those sacks. Not sure I want to find out.
you
what kind.
would think that there'd be enough stories passed down so we wouldn't be so primitive, you know, calling these places the old ruins and the ring of metal. You would think that we'd still have information on the old ones and the old cities. Alright, maybe this is a bad idea. Oh, Nelly. Yeah, probably a very bad idea because you seem to have a lot of health. And we have a Watcher, of course. But the Watcher, if we can just get... Ooh, Nelly! If we can get him pretty close... Ooh, you know what we could do? We could try to actually override him and have him fight for us. But we'd have to get up to him pretty stealth-like, and I'm not sure that's going to happen unless... Let's trip him down, and then... Can we hold the override? Yep, let's override him really quickly, see how he does. There we go. Now you're free. Go fight. Oh, there's multiples. Go get him. He is actually going to fight. I don't know how well he's going to fare. Let's take a look. See if we can watch this happen. The Battle of the Behemoths, although I wouldn't really call it. Oh, the Watcher just got absolutely stomped. Well, this isn't going to go well. Nope. Okay. Never mind. We're done fighting the fire bellowbacks. We're done. We'll come back when we have a little bit stronger weapons. Anyway. So yes, you would think that there would be still enough information out there that, I don't know, maybe we purposefully lost the language that we had previously. It's possible. Maybe we don't want to pay homage to the past by actually calling it what it used to be. But alright, so clear the camps. We are getting close to the first one. And Sona said that once we're set up and we start attacking, the others are going to join in. So there's a Watcher. This is one of our Nora tribesmen. Don't attack him. But we have some tall grass we can kind of sneak around in. And there is someone right at the gate here. Nope, nope. Let's get a regular arrow. And... ooh, headshot, but didn't kill him. Uh-oh. Still didn't kill him. Still didn't kill him. Oh no, don't sound the alarms, please. We are... oh, you're a corrupted machine. Are you a corrupted Watcher? Yeah. But he can't... he doesn't know where I am. Just kidding, he knows where I am. He knows exactly where I am. Ow. Alright, critical. Get another critical. Meanwhile, these guys are going to come in. That's fine. Because I'm hidden. Do you know where I am? Yeah, you know where I am. Kill you. You don't know where I am. So why don't you come... oh, I'm a little low on health. Can I actually lure over people? Yes, I can. Or maybe he was actually just going after the others.
Take cover.
That's alright. Okay. Didn't go as smoothly as I had hoped.
Got you located.
But one heavy attack does set them up for a critical, which is pretty handy. So at this point, I think we can really just kind of charge in. Now remember, if they have that white human symbol over their heads, they are friendly. No need to try and get the headshots on them.
Incoming.
Okay, well, that was actually an entire camp. Just there. Not too difficult. Even though I didn't do it very cleanly. I wonder if they have some good supplies in here. Oh, you know, there were some blaze canisters I should have actually been on the lookout for. Which makes sense. Which makes sense. It does sound like they've been stockpiling it, and they were advised to start stockpiling it and hiding it.
I'd call that a victory.
Oh yeah, there were blaze canisters all over the shop. Oh, there's the camp alarm. Glad they didn't actually set that off. I'm not sure why they didn't, to be honest. Alright, got a good amount of supplies. I think we'll head just straight over to this next one, see if we can do a little bit better. Oh, but what is this? Ancient debris. Ancient vessel. Looks like a cup. An ancient necklace. Ancient bright bracelet, also known as a watch. Oh, that was actually some sort of collectible. Okay. A cracked and battered vessel once dear to the old ones bears the legend Miriam. Sets of ancient vessels can be traded in Meridian for valuable rewards. Well, Miriam just seems to have lost her coffee cup, and we are very curious to have it. A dead shell walker, that's another new one. Let's get rid of these watchers before we actually get to the camp. So now that we're here, this time I want to do a little bit more scouting and see what the best tactical way would be to go about this. Including shooting some of the blazes, and even if that means they are on someone's back. You're dead. As are you. Another one down. I don't know if this is going to get this one on the right. No, it didn't. It's okay, they still don't know where I am, so we still have the advantage here.
Got someone down over here. Doesn't look good. Dead, but not long.
Alright, just a couple more in here, so let's go ahead and just take them out.
Got one right here.
I like that maneuver. Run in, slide, and then go in with the heavy. And it looks like that other one looped around to where the other Nora tribesmen are, so that's not really a good idea on his part, in my opinion. And let's destroy the second alarm. Done. Now we just have that one other cultist to kill, but it looks like those guys should be able to handle it, I would hope.
I'd have to leave something else behind.
What do we have here? Supply crate. Beautiful.
That better not be one of ours.
How did my guys not finish off just this one other one?
Intruder!
And done.
Victory for all mother.
One more camp to go before we can actually get into the Ring of Metal without anyone sounding the alarm. And look at that, we're actually almost to another level. Lots of other machines up here that we're going to have to take them out before we proceed. Especially since these are scrappers. They're a little bit more dangerous than the Watchers. There we go, level 11. Moving right along, another skill point. But I only have 1 point, so now we're going to be saving up for a little bit. And scrappers down. let's proceed to the last camp.
These will keep.
Oh, I like seeing this. I like seeing just artifacts and things that I truly recognize, like these old, dilapidated cars that have just completely rusted out and everything usable presumably removed and probably used to further the machine empire. All my Nora tribesmen are over there waiting to strike, so let's do it.
Don't give up yet!
Not really sure how that counted as a strike from above, and also that's the worst kill cam I've ever seen. I think I actually just died. So this time the game's giving us a little bit of a different vantage point after reviving. So let's just call this guy over.
Here.
Then we have a gentleman with a blaze canister on his back. There we go, they're going down pretty quickly now. Only a couple others. A reflective ancient charm. Something else I imagine I can sell.
Heard something.
We might have trouble.
Alright, let's go grab that alarm, and then we just have a couple of cultists to kill, and we are ready to head
As
inside.
always said, patience.
Time to go to the tallest tower. The alarms have been destroyed, the camps have been defeated. This time, when we actually head inside the ring of metal, they won't have any idea that we're coming, and they probably will have very few reinforcements, if any. Alright, let's just get rid of this corrupted watcher.
Safe.
Oh, that actually didn't kill him. So that is why you definitely take those extra points into the increased critical damage. Good to know. Alright, tallest tower, here we come. Although, what's over here? Ancient debris. And I am yet again running right out of resource space. Wow. You do want to craft that large satchel as quickly as you can. In fact, can we make any more? Let's see. I need 2 boar bones. If I had 2 boar bones, I could get up to a 70 slot satchel. So I need to get back into looking for boars. But now's not the time. Now is not the time. I need to get to this tallest tower. Okay, here's Sona. Hopefully she'll have a plan for us.
The camps have been dealt with. Now to the ring of metal. Its high walls protect the enemy. We'll have to scale the height. Under fire if we're detected.
I have another idea. Their base has a weakness. Send me in alone, and I'll exploit it. If I'm successful, I'll blow a hole in those walls big enough for the entire war party to charge through.
Sounds like a plan. So long as I get to come with you.
A war chief should be grateful for 2 arrows so eager to spring from the bow. Yes, Varl. Go with Aloy as her spearmate, but be vigilant.
Yes, War Chief. I will.
Go now. We wait on your signal.
I don't know if there's a more fitting party to actually head into here in order to disrupt. Wow, that's a large war party. To actually disrupt these killers. We have Varl, who wants to avenge his sister Vala, and then we have Aloy, who wants to avenge Rost, her non-biological but very, very caring and loving father.
Even into the ruins. I thought you trusted me.
I do, but how would you know that this base has a weakness?
Patience, Varl. You'll know soon enough.
You know, I had a feeling that the Ring of Metal was actually a large stadium, and that's exactly what this appears to be. And we already know that there's a large stockpile of blaze somewhere in here, and if we can just set it on fire, enter the metal ring. Okay, do you want me to hop up?
Take my hand.
Search the metal ring for a view of the blaze. Lots of glow. Ooh, there's enemies all below us.
Take the one on the right.
Which one do you want me to take?
Now.
The one that's directly below? Alright, I'm going to do a strike from above, so hopefully you're going to get the other one. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Oh, that was great. Well done.
I'll take the one on the left.
Hold on, let me get a good vantage.
Never complain about short rations or a dry throat. The shadow gives us strength.
Get into position. Varl on 3. 1, 2, 3. Perfect. I know you're not too crazy about looting, but I kind of need all the shards that I can get. You're walking quite confidently. You might want to actually crouch.
Two more. You take the one on the left.
I can do that. Stay sneaky. And you're in position, go. You worried me there for a second. You were a little bit late on the kill, but that's alright. We're still undetected. So just up there, we might have a view of those stockpile blaze containers. Yep. Okay, hop up. Aloy. 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 There we go.
There. See that covered shelter?
Do you see those corruptors?
Ah, corruptors
Focus.
plural.
That shelter is full of blaze. A whole stockpile of it. If I set it off, the explosion will destroy those corruptors and collapse the wall too.
Wow,
A breach for the North.
they have an army of corruptors.
Can't hit it from here, though. We'll need to get closer.
I'll get closer. You head back, tell Sona the plan, and lead them to that side of the ring.
I'll see it done. And when the wall collapses, I'll be first through the breach.
Now all I have to do is make it all happen.
Still 101 meters the other way. So where can I actually go? So we have the billowbacks. We have people. But actually, well, if I can take out that guy who's actually standing in some tall grass, I might have a clear path right next to that wall behind these enemies. There are some watchers, so we have to be careful, but that might work. That actually might work. Alright, let's go, go, go. Let's make this happen. Strike from above. Hopefully that's silent. So far, so good. Let's do a quick scan, make sure everyone is where they're supposed to be. There are blaze canisters, but that is going to alert far too many. Oh my goodness, there are still several enemies. We'll take it slow, though. We'll take it slow. We'll plan this out, because we still have these trenches we can hide in.
I just need to get an angle on that blaze and shoot it.
Uh-oh. Start moving, start moving. Start moving. They discovered a body. We have some tall grass here. Is anyone facing me? No? Alright. Hop up into this tall grass. Not too much further now, and there's some tall grass there. You are on the other side of that debris, so I think I can make it. Here we go. And we actually have... we have sight. But it says sneak to the blaze, like it actually wants me to get all the way up there.
I should be able to hit the blaze from here.
Oh, careful. We might actually want to get rid of this guy. Let's wait till he comes to us. Good, good, good. Back in, back in, back in. And here we go. It's time. I hope that actually killed all the corruptors. I'm not so sure, though. We are celebrating quite early. And I'm also fairly sure that the game just played the Nationwide is on your side song.
An easy shot.
Let's go get that corruptor. Or corrupted machine, rather. Critical. It's dead. You're down. Oh, this is just an absolute cluster right now. And the billowback is going to be an issue, but you know what? Maybe we can actually use some of these remaining blaze canisters to our advantage. You go down. What else do we have? What else? Someone way over there. And the billowback. Okay, there is still another corrupted watcher, though. So you're next. You got a hit off, but I'm still kicking. So let's see. You know what? I wonder. You're large, but can you actually be tied down? How many would it take? I'm not so sure that that's really doing it. Oh, it didn't. It's not. It's not at all. Let's get a health potion. I don't know what I can actually do to really disable this thing quickly. Ooh, I'm on fire. I'm on fire. So melee is really not the right option here. Not really all that unsurprising. Back up. Let's see. Any nearby blaze containers? There we go. That was some good damage. That was decent damage. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Going down, just kind of slowly. Oh, I tried to hit what's underneath, and I forget what it is, but... Is that a good hit? That was a good hit. That was a great hit. Doing some really good damage over time right now. And I know you guys are still dealing with some enemies, but... Oh, I got the leg. Not what I wanted. Oh, right in the gut. You're going down. There we go. Machine kill. What else do we have? Just a couple of cultists. I hope we get some answers out of this.
Missed again.
All-Mother, look upon our victory. A debt of blood is paid. Remember this day, brave Nora.
From your lips to the goddess's ears. Yes, remember it. Be ready to leave this place. Let your spears and arrows rest in the bodies of the fallen. They are tainted, like these ruins.
It's over.
Completed main quest, Revenge of the Nora. Oh, we actually got a skill point and we leveled up just at the end, so we might actually have some more skill points to spend.
Leads, I go.
But let's take a look and see how many. We actually have 3 skill points, which means we can use Strike from Below, which is pretty great. Or we can do Strong Strike, which does increase that damage, including the Silent Strike. That might actually be better than Strike from Below. I haven't actually seen an opportunity to use this, so I think we're going to take this one. Perfect. Excellent. We could have actually gotten this one, the Combat Override, which means our machines would actually remain overridden indefinitely, which is pretty helpful, but not necessarily what we need. We actually didn't get any answers here, which is a shame. Although, what can I get from you? Ooh, look at that Stealth Weave. 19%. I like that. So there's a lot of looting to do, so I'm going to do that very quickly.
You're a skilled warrior, Aloy. Rost trained you well.
Did you know him?
A long time ago. Well enough to know he was a good man.
Then why was he cast out? What crime did he commit?
I wish I could tell you. But it seems only the High Matriarchs know that story.
So I've heard. Well, I should be on my way.
Thank you, Aloy. May All-Mother bless your journeys, wherever they take you.
You won't be coming back with us, will you?
I don't think so. I'm glad you accomplished what you were looking for, Varl, but I haven't. Not yet.
Look, I know you have to go. You're a seeker, after all. But if you ever pass this way again...
Then what?
It'd be good to see you, that's all. I expect we'll regroup at Mother's Crown. Maybe I'll see you there?
Maybe you will. I'll see you then.
Just happened across what looks to be some sort of data point. Hollow Haunting. Data corruption minimal. Personal log. The rest of the paranormal research community remains intransigent. This is no great surprise. I knew my theories would be received as radical apostasy. However, the time is coming, and coming soon, when the body of research on paranormal phenomena will be forced to contend with the simple fact that virtual spaces are as easily occupied by the spirits of the restless dead as physical spaces. This is not mere speculation. It was I who witnessed the screaming spirit that drifts between the discussion rooms of the International Alliance of Knitting Enthusiasts. It was I who listened in stunned shock to the hushed, mad whispers writhing beneath the diegetic soundscape of Goblination. Like spectral refugees, the spirits of the dead flee our realm to reside in the Hollowscape. and I intend to discover the reason. Ooh. Very interesting. So this paranormal researcher was actually looking into the possibility, actually the likelihood, as they would put it, of the deceased actually inhabiting machines. Were they onto something? Hopefully we'll get some more information. But that actually took a little bit longer than I anticipated, which means we're not going to get to the Tallnecks, and we are not going to get to the trials today. I will have to leave that for next time. But we have avenged our fallen brothers and sisters from the Proving Massacre, and we helped Sona and Varl actually take out the cultist tribe that was residing here in the Ring of Metal. Sadly, we did not get any answers, and Sona did not have any information that she could share with us about Rost, but I'm sure that we're getting a little bit closer to getting some of those answers. But that is going to do it for this episode of Blue Place Horizon Zero Dawn. I hope you're still enjoying, and hopefully next time we can find out the mysteries of these Tallnecks and see exactly what they can teach us. But hope you guys are still enjoying. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you next time.